Francesco Abbruzzino with the scoop. Okay, Venetian. You guys probably know about this. Just to give you some information, basically we have Venetian Walk, which is senior living. They've put off the younger generation living until there was more money, and now the money's available. So they're going to build this long-awaited 52-unit, all ages Venetian Walk. It's going to cost something like $11.6 million. It's an expensive project. 24 bedrooms units or 3-bedroom units. There's going to be 22 bedroom units, 8 1-bedroom units, a clubhouse, and it's going to sit right next to the current Venetian senior living, and it's going to replace the previous housing there, but it's not going to be public housing. That like Grove Street used to be public housing when I was a little kid growing up here. People like this Newsom character, he wants to see more affordable housing, and he talks about like the place that the property next to Venetian Walk where that individual tried to get what he called affordable housing, but the problem with that guy was he wouldn't tell us what exactly affordable was. He would not define it, and I believe, and I may be wrong, but I believe he wanted the impact fees waived, and the city wasn't going to buy into it. It's been a while. I can't necessarily recall that. Now, Newsom wants to go to the city council, and he wants to take steps to reduce some of the steps to the workforce housing. But again, the biggest impediment to workforce housing is that people like Neil and actually Boone has represented a couple individuals that have said we're putting in affordable housing, but they won't define what that affordable amount is. And he tried that with an apartment complex over here on Pinebrook, and without that definition, they could build anything and charge any rate, and it's no longer affordable. But a lot of these builders and attorneys are using that keyword affordable to get their projects moving. Newsom wants to use what El Mayo put out, which was reduce the number of parking spaces required for 900 square foot homes from 2 to 1, and counting those units as a half dwelling unit, both for density and impact fee calculations. So basically, you won't reduce and have a zero impact fee, but you can cut it in half if you just go by this news. And what amazes me, what you should be picking up from this is how politicians will monkey around with the comp plan to get what they want and what they desire. Again, workforce housing is fine, but you can never get a definition of what that affordable housing is. And most of the time it's 14 to 1700, and it's missing the core group that needs it. The core group is the people that can only afford $800 to $1,200 a month. And those people are not part of that whole affordable housing conversation. I've seen the conversations. I've heard the conversations. Trust me. The other thing is Newsom's worried that because Northport's and Inglewood's housing is a lot cheaper, that they might take a lot of the industry away from Venice. Well, it's not necessarily just that. Maybe, just maybe, it's the way the city is treating a lot of the businesses, and we need to look no further than Venice Avenue, where they're threatening to file suit against them because the businesses are going bankrupt and going out of business due to the city's action in regards to the reconstruction of Venice Avenue. What are your thoughts? All right, everyone. This has been Francesco Abbruzzino with The Scoop.